Hey guys, Barretus here and welcome back to Forever Stranded. Now today I'm trying out a new microphone, so if the audio sounds a bit different, that's why. Hopefully it'll be a bit better than it has been recently. Um, I'm trying out it's like the Blue Yeti microphone that a lot of people recommend, so hopefully this will get us better quality audio than my headset mic that I've been using for years now. But yeah, let me know what you think of it, if there's any trouble with it. I don't have a shock mount for it at the moment, so there might be some little weird oddities with the audio if I bump my desk or something, but hopefully it'll be alright. Okay, so last time we built the Woot farm, the Woot spawner factory thing, and upgraded it and got hooked up to all these power lines. And so I think when we left off, I wasn't sure if it was running with all these upgrades on. It turns out it was. It was just like, I'm not sure if it was just lag or if it needed to like build up a certain amount of power before it started working, but it definitely started working at one point. Because we've actually got 480 stacks of ender pearls now. We've got more than we ever need. It also picked up, let's see, I moved them up into barrels up here, so we've got 34 stacks of Enderman heads, 173 stacks of these experience shards, and 416 stacks of these solidified experience block things. So it's definitely working. It's giving us tons of resources. And yeah, it's pretty good. So I've done a bunch of other work around the base. We've got a few more vibrant capacitors, so we're up to 648 million RF storage. I also put a few extra ones on the outside here and hooked them up so that we can get more power going straight into the capacitor banks. I had to set these all to input because as soon as I hooked them all up, our power output and input on the monitor over here ended up being like 18,000 either way, and it looks like it was feeding power out and back in, like circular from out one of these and then back in the other one, and it was just messing with the reading. So I just set them all to input. We shouldn't need to output into the HV line. It'll only be used to power the Woot spawner probably, and the HV stuff can just get straight from the reactor. It should be fine. Yeah, so I also did a bit of work cleaning up down here. So I've set up a line of alloy smelters and sag mills that are being fed flint so that they have their little bonus thing. I also set up some slice and splicers. So these guys have now got all the recipes for the slice and splice stuff in them. They're set up. They've got this drawer with a export bus on the bottom, like crafting shears and iron axes, and then they're being fed into all of these. And then finally, we've just got this fluid tank that's set up to... there's an interface on the bottom of it there that's set up to craft bottles of water currently, because we need bottles of water for one of these. This one, the Tormented Enderman Head, needs two water bottles. So that's set up now. I've also set up the Empowerer to be automated now, and it's set up to be able to craft all of the block versions of the different crystals to empower them. And then this little setup is using the the atomic reconstructor to craft all of the block versions, the basic versions of all these crystals, and then the empower is set up to automatically empower them as well. So this setup is pretty much identical to the one we do for the crystal growth accelerators. You know, it's just a formation plane, an annihilation plane with a filter on it, so it can only accept the crystals, And then these guys are all just level emitters that emit power when crafting, emit a redstone signal when crafting. And because of the way this thing is, it deactivates with a signal. So we just have to invert the signal that we get from these to turn this torch off, which lets this run. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. The wiring down here is still a mess, but I'm getting to the point where we can fix it up. I think my next step down here will probably be to move this controller and set it up somewhere where it's got a bit more room to run all the cables off of it. So once we do that, the spaghetti down here should be a little bit better. I don't think I've added anything down here. No. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. So I'm thinking first I want to just flip the reactor on and just have it run for a little bit, just to fill that battery back up. So if I turn the reactor on first, get it generating steam. That should be fine. So I noticed it looks like if I disengage the coils and then turn the turbine off, it doesn't lose its speed. So now I can just engage the coils and we're already halfway back up to full speed. Alright, that should be outputting. And this should be, yeah, plus 17,000, so it's gaining power again. Good. So today I'm not sure what I was going to do actually. I should have thought ahead a little bit more. So let's have a look at our quest book. So basic survival's done. Tinker Pow is waiting on the Dragon's Breath. That's right. That's waiting on the Dragon's Breath. Moving Worlds is going to be our final quest. Creating Life is done, and Collector. So Collector. We've had this system over here collecting dirt. We're up to 18,000. We definitely need to increase our dirt production somehow. But, oh wow, that's running out of tree taps again. It's probably fine. I can probably disassemble the rubber wood part of this farm now. We're pretty good on rubber, I think. We've been converting resin for a long time now. We've got like a couple of hundred stacks of rubber, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, 401 stacks of rubber. So we're pretty good in that regard. Yeah, so I want to do that. I'll probably set something up to do the dirt production, and then we'll look at like doing a proper build specifically to collect dirt for this. And once we reach like a couple of 100,000, I'll probably just flag this as complete so that we can move on to start doing the other ones. But today, so we need Power of the Dragon, which means we need to go fight the Ender Dragon. But before we do that, it might be time to look at getting the Wither. So getting the Wither into the Woot farm. So we do have enough skulls, I think. If we have a look here, can't spell. Yeah, we've got 6 Wither skeleton skulls, so we could do 2 Withers. If we do, we should be able to do 1 and use a Mob Prism to capture it, and then just put it through the Woot farm. So, what sort of wither-proof blocks do we have access to? Powered spawner, reinforced obsidian, or Lon's Delight from environmental tech. I doubt we have much of that stuff. Lon's Delight. We don't have any. We might have some in the down in the resource, the miner, but possibly not. So there's this reinforced obsidian, which requires dark steel, obsidian, and dark iron bars. there's tiny progressions ones which require heavy engineering blocks and aluminium sheet metal. Obsidian and dirty glass, which is soul sand and glass. That's interesting. Soul sand and glass and obsidian. That we could probably do. Yeah, I mean, we could probably do this one too, but it's going to take a while to process all that dark steel. But that, we could teach that to the system. Let's see, so weatherproof glass, dirty glass. Does that work with any glass? Any glass, yeah, okay. So if we get... probably do quite clear glass. Oh, that's interesting. Why is that? That does work though. Okay, so there's something strange going on with the system down here. All smelting, all smelting. It's like one of these is set to alloy only. I don't know what's going on. So originally it was making... Actually, this will be stuck now, won't it? Yeah, it's stuck crafting that now. Dang it. So I noticed yesterday that I tried to craft glass and it crafted that quite clear glass. And this time it looks... So I changed the recipes around so that it would craft quite clear glass and then craft that into normal glass. But it appears that that didn't work. So if I put one glass in there, I get glass. If I put a stack in, I still get glass. What's going on? That is annoying. So what's the recipe for quite clear glass then? I'll have to go in here and get rid of that recipe as well. So glass, alloy smelter, and then where's the quite clear glass? Quite clear glass. 3 glass. Right, okay. So maybe we need to set one of these up to not alloy. So actually it doesn't need alloy, it does, so we'll move it out to like here. That's alloy, that's alloy. That isn't, but it's probably fine. That isn't, that isn't. Okay, let's do that. And then we'll put these ones out here because we know they're not alloys. And then we'll set this to smelting only, whichever one this is. Hopefully, if we're lucky, it's the front one. It is not the front one. Maybe it's the end one. Yes, it is. Okay, good. So if we set these guys to furnace only, furnace only, furnace only, and oh, fucking get around to here. Furnace only. Furnace only. Okay. So now, if we tell this, if we clear these two recipes, then we should be able to get rid of that. Tell it 1 sand makes 1 glass. Yes, alright. Then we put that in there. Put the dirty glass in here. Throw all this stuff back in here. Okay. So now if we ask for some dirty glass, craft that. We search for wither, reinforced glass. Oops. Crafting. Reinforced glass. Like that. Yeah, because that only makes a single witherproof block, whereas this will make 4. Okay. We'll just drop him in there. Good. So how much obsidian do we have? Only 45. We do have a way to craft it, but it's not very efficient. That's okay. That should be fine. So if we craft up, say, actually let's do a stack. Which won't be enough, but it'll get us part of the way there. Alright, good. And actually, while we're doing that, let's grab... Let's see, can these guys... Auto output enabled. Okay, so if we... Let's just turn that back on. Just to fill everything back up. Fair enough. I don't know why that's been left in there. So if we connect this guy up with a... Let's see. Oh, good. He's got a conduit right there. So if we put an interface on the bottom, it's already responding to redstone signals to turn it off. So we can just run a thing. Yep. So we should be able to quickly hook this up to automate stockpiling a, few stacks of obsidian. Let's just get rid of those. So we want an interface. Please, there we go. We'll need a level emitter. Input bus, don't need that. Right, so level emitter. Actually, how do we do this? Oh, we can use a fluid interface. Yeah, that's a better idea. Fluid input, fluid export, fluid interface. So if we use one of them, plus we'll need a regular interface for the output. We'll use a level emitter. Oh, maybe we need to use an export bus with a level emitter. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Fluid input bus. No, we want an export bus. Level emitter, turn it off. We'll need a craft. No, that's a redstone card. A crafting card. And a redstone card. Right, I think that's right. And actually, since we're plugging into the system, we don't even need to keep it out here. Oh, that was not a good idea. Oops. Oh no, that emptied it too. Shoot. Oh, did that break the ladder on it? Ah. Fair enough. Okay, that's refilling. Yeah, that's a shame. Oh well. So, we'll hook this up. Let's see, where's a good spot? Oh, could we... No, we probably can't add it to there. You know, let's put it over here. We're only running one line off of here at the moment. We've got power present. This will just be a sort of quick and nasty setup just to get it working, and I'll move it around later on. So lime cable. Okay, so let's set him up. Let's do him, say, here. Also need some conduit. Energy conduit. Okay, we'll do energy conduit in the back. Now he can accept... So let's do fluid interface here. Fluid export bus here. And the regular interface here. So he's going to output there, input top and side, auto output enabled, so he should push items into the interface. And actually we don't need the level emitter, do we? Because the limiter will be we're sending resources into it. Yeah, okay. So we're going to attach you to there. So you don't need a redstone card, do you? No, it does. We simulate this system. Yeah, so what am I am mad. I don't know what I'm doing today. Where is my service quartz wrench? We don't do this here, we do this over there so that we can set up auto crafting. And if that's the case, then we might as well just put the interface on the other side. So you'll be output, you'll be nothing. Auto eject, set to Obsidian. Now, how does this guy work? Interesting. So you don't show. And we need to hook you both up to... oh, this is going to be awkward. Sure. Like that. That is horrible. Okay, so now we'll set up the actual crafting. So we'll tell it that it's a processing pattern. lava. No. Do we have any buckets? Yes, we do. Good. So we're going to tell it water bucket plus lava bucket. Plus lava bucket makes obsidian. Oh, we're out of those. I have been doing a lot of automatic crafting lately. Okay. Okay, so that is how you make obsidian. So then can we put you in here? Interesting. It might only be able to do one fluid. That should be fine. Okay, let's see if that works. Oh, we'll actually have to take out the existing obsidian recipe. Which is... where is he? Wait, what? Why can I not see it in here? I'm blind. Where is it gone? Wait, what? If we craft 10 obsidian... is it using this? No, it isn't. Where? Okay, I've screwed something up here. Where does it think it's crafting obsidian from? Oh, it's down here. That's right. It's in here. Yes, and I can't see these from in the system up there. Okay. So now that we've taken that out, I forgot those fluid crafters don't show up. So the crafting recipe's still there. If we tell it to craft 10, it's missing ME fluid pattern. Missing a fluid pattern. What's glass in a bucket? Interesting. Okay. I mean, if I teach it how to make that, will it be fine? Of course it needs a bucket. This bucket back. That is strange. Okay. So now you've got that. Now will you craft obsidian? Still says it's missing fluid patterns. Missing 1 to craft 10. Give me a second, guys. I'll try and figure out why that's not working.